Hey there, quirky people! After Shang-Chi, Marvel will be putting all their focus on their next new entry in the MCU, that is Eternals. We haven't seen an ensemble cast in MCU since Endgame, so these immortal heroes will be filling the void of the Avengers, or even the Guardians for that matter. Each character in the Eternals family is extremely powerful, but their strongest member is said to be Ikaris. In the comics, all Eternals usually share one similar set of abilities. They possess superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility, reflexes, and durability. But they also have a few distinct abilities that differentiate them from each other. The MCU has toned down these commonalities amongst all Eternals, and the focus is going to be more on the distinct abilities that these immortal heroes possess. In our first video about the abilities of Eternals, we're going to focus on the mighty Ikaris. He is described as the tactical leader of the group. He led the family along with Ajax for centuries before splitting apart. He is said to be moral, kind, charismatic, and the most powerful Eternal, and he takes pride in keeping the other Eternals safe. When the monstrous deviants return after centuries, Ikaris leads the charge to unite the scattered Eternals to stop the new threat. Now let's look at his powers and abilities to see how he is going to put a stop to the deviants and their schemes. First up, he possesses immortality and superhuman strength. You obviously know that the Eternals are immortal. In the MCU, Ikaris and the others came to Earth 7,000 years ago, but he is obviously much older than that. His strength is so immense that he can lift over 40 tons without any fuss. He can easily go toe-to-toe with the likes of Thor and Captain Marvel, and I believe that he would have been able to take down Thanos all by himself in the MCU. The only other Eternal who could match his core strength is Gilgamesh. In the comics, both Gilgamesh and Thanos are actually stronger than Ikaris. Flight. Among MCU's Eternals, only Ikaris possesses the ability to fly. The comics have revealed the technicality behind his flight. Apparently, he can levitate himself by mentally manipulating the subatomic particles carrying the gravitational force of attraction between atoms. He can also levitate other people, but this may not be the case in the MCU. He is able to fly 850 miles per hour, which is significantly faster than the speed of sound. Next up, he has superhuman stamina and durability. Not only can he fight for long periods of time, but he can also take a lethal hit. You must have seen how a few deviants seem to be stronger than him. But he didn't just take the hits, he also fought back. And even if he does get hurt, his body heals quickly due to this. Regeneration. In the comics, he could regenerate any injured or missing tissue. His regeneration might be toned down in the MCU, as he is already way too powerful. You won't be wrong if you thought that Ikaris and Superman were quite similar because he can also project cosmic beams. Ikaris can manipulate cosmic energy, and he shoots extremely lethal beams out of his eyes. The cosmic energy is stored in specialized enclaves of cells in his body. It can be used as force, heat, light, and possibly other forms of electromagnetic energy. But again, we might not see this happen in the movie. Still, Ikaris is a pretty strong counterpart to Superman, and he doesn't even have any kryptonite weaknesses. Apart from these abilities, he has enhanced senses.
Fall collection.
Having trained for thousands of years, Ikaris managed to perfect his senses to a level that he could warn his family about the arrival of Celestials. Usually, it's just Ajax who speaks to her creators, but Ikaris can actually sense them. He has a few other interesting abilities which we probably won't see in the MCU. These powers include telepathy.
Listener.
Yes, this insanely strong Eternal is capable of reading other people's minds. He used it to communicate with Cersei and mind control Yellow Jacket. Along with being Charles Xavier, Ikaris also has the ability of Jean Grey. He can also use his psionics for telekinesis. As I've mentioned, he can levitate others in the air. But did you know that he can mentally control and rearrange matter at a minutiae level, being able to construct things by just thinking about them? Now that's crazy. You can obviously understand why the MCU is taking this ability away from him. He is already way too overpowered, and MCU has given a similar ability to Cersei. So Ikaris had to be stripped from his powers no matter what. He has also been stripped of his teleportation. In the books, Ikaris can teleport himself psionically. He can also teleport others from one place to another. But he doesn't prefer to use this power because the teleportation process is physically unpleasant. Now this is where his solo abilities comes to an end. But when he teams up with the other Eternals, he is able to form the Unimind. It happens when multiple Eternals join their will and intelligence. They assemble to create one giant being of light, mind, and pure energy, or in this case, cosmic energy. Taking this family down in the Unimind state is next to impossible. Okay, that's all from the powers and abilities of Ikaris. We'll be covering all the other Eternals on our channel as well. So hit the like and the subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!